So hello everyone. Now I'm back with a new project. So let's open our goal.txt file. So here we written the goal of today's video. Okay. So first we are going to pull repo from GitHub. Then we are going to create Dockerfile. Then we are pushing that Dockerfile to DockerHub repository. And after that, finally we are going to push all the changes to GitHub. But after creating our Docker file, we are first going to validate that the Docker file is working fine or not. Like we are going to create uh, image from the above Docker file, and then we are going to run the uh, container using the Docker image. Okay, we are going to build image from the above Docker file, and then we are going to run the container. If the container will run successfully, then we are going to push that container to DockerHub. So this is our goal. So let's begin from our first step, pulling the repo from GitHub. Okay, so let's go to GitHub. So we are here. Okay, so we are going to clone this repo first. So we are going to first currently we have this PowerShell, so we are not using PowerShell. We are going to use the git bash here. Okay, we are in the current working directory. Now let's put the command git clone. Using this command we can clone the repository. Okay, so let's wait while our repo is cloned. Okay, I'm going to pause this video for a while, and once the clone is completed I will resume the video. Okay friends, so cloning is done. Let's go inside the folder. Okay, so we are here. So we can see there is no any Docker file here. We have the Docker compose, we do not have Docker file here, so we are going to create a Docker file here first. So let's do this touch Docker file. Now our Docker file is created here, you can see. Now let's start with Docker file. Okay, now we, as this is a Spring application, so we need a Maven image here. So we are going to DockerHub first to find the latest Docker Maven image here. So let's type this command. Okay, Maven OpenJDK Docker 17 image. Okay, now we are going to first link here, copy this image link here. Okay, image tag. Now write first from the image we are using is this Docker file as a multi-stage Docker file. So as builder. Okay, now we have to set the working directory. So type the command work directory, and we are going to provide the work directory named as application app. Now we are going to copy the pom XML file to our container. So write this command copy pom.xml to the current working directory of the container. Now again copy the src folder to the .src location. Okay, now we are going to run the mvn install or mvn clean package command. And also we want to skip all the tests, so we write this parameter here, command parameter skip test. Now done. Or this command will install all the dependencies of the package. Now we are in the second step. Okay, I'm using this JDK 17 Slim, so that our the image we build from this Docker file will be lightweight. It does not occupy much more space. It will be a small size image. We will just now we are going to set our working directory here as slash app. Okay, now we are copy now we copy all the uh, install dependencies from this image to this image using this command from builder. Going to copy all the jar file here in our app dot jar. Okay, so it will copy that jar file into this app dot jar. Now we are going to expose our port. We are going to expose the port 8080. Now we have to run the entry point command, the final entry point command. Entry point. Okay, so our docker file is ready. Our docker file is ready now. So let's build an image from this. So our this step is ready. Go to goal.txt. So this is done. Now creating docker file is done. Now we are going to build an image from the above docker file that we created. So for building this docker image from this docker file, we use this command docker build -t for tag. So we are providing the tag here. So as I have to push this image to our DockerHub uh, repository, so I'm going to provide my username first with the following the application name and with the latest tag. So my username is sarmakash170 slash spring pet clinic latest. Okay, so there is some command build docker build. Okay, I didn't provided the location for our docker file, so docker file is present in our current directory, so I have to put this dot here. Now it will build a docker file. There is some issue here in the app.jar. Maybe I provided the directory name here. I just have to I do not have to provide the directory name. It was the mistake by mistake. So I have to copy the jar file with and replace the jar name as app.jar. So I'll again run this command. So our docker image is built. We can verify is docker images grep. Okay, so see our docker image is ready. So we are first going to, so this is also done. Build an image is done. Now we are going to run this container. Okay, run a container using this docker image. So docker run hyphen, we have to run this container iteratively in detached mode on port 8080. So we have to bind this port with our host, and then we have to provide our image name. Okay, so it is running, so we have to validate docker ps. So we can see it is running here 5 seconds. So first we will see the log of this. We'll check is there is any error. uh, so sorry, we provided the uh, image name. We have to provide the container id here. Yeah, so it is running up. Let's validate on UI. So we are going on http localhost, not 5000, on 8080 only. Let's see. Yeah, so our front end is running, like container is running fine. So this validates that this image is correct and running fine. So this step is also done. Okay, now we are going to push this Docker image, push this image to DockerHub. Okay, so let's push this image. Docker push, uh, first Docker images, Docker push this image. I already have logged in my terminal using DockerHub credentials, so I do not have to provide the credentials again. So I can just simply write this command docker push and with the image name and hit enter. So it will take a minute. So I'm going to pause this video until this is not pushed. Once this is pushed, I will resume the video. Okay, so this process is completed. Now let's, like it is pushed, let's check in our Docker repository that it is pushed or not. Let's refresh this page. Yeah, boom. See, you can see this image is pushed here 1 minute ago. Great. Now everything is good. Now we are going to check. Now we are going to push this all the changes to our GitHub. So git status. So this is a new file. So we are going to add this file. So git add Dockerfile. Now git commit, sorry, so we have to push now. Git push, boom, it is pushed. So we will validate this thing here in our repository. Okay, we can see Docker file, it is pushed now. You can validate this Docker file here. Yeah, so done. We completed all the steps mentioned in the goal file. Done, done, done. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much. Bye.